Whales for Kids by Tom Wolpert. There are 76 species of whales swimming the oceans of the world today. Some dive to great depths and swim thousands of miles. Some are the largest animals that ever lived. The blue whale, for instance, may grow 110 feet long and weigh 300,000 pounds. In fact, a brontosaurus, an elephant, and a human can fit on a blue whale's back with room to spare. Whales may look somewhat like fish, but they are not fish at all. Whales are mammals, just like dogs, cats, cows, and human beings. Because they are mammals, whales give birth to live youngs. Fish lay eggs. Baby whales nurse on their mother's milk for the first 6 months of their life. Young fish do not nurse at all. Whales breathe through lungs and must hold their breath underwater. Fish breathe through gills. But whales are also very different from most mammals. For example, compare yourself to a whale. You can smell with your nose. A whale has no sense of smell. You hear with ears. A whale can hear but has no real ears, only tiny ear openings. You have 4 limbs, 2 legs, and 2 arms, and whale has only 2 front limbs called flippers. So, even though humans and whales are both mammals, they are very different from one another. Some types of whales feed and travel in groups that may number in the hundreds. These large groups are called herds or pods. Other whales travel in small family groups of 2 or 3 animals. In the summer, whales migrate to cooler waters to feed. Then they travel back to warmer waters in the winter to give birth. A family group may include a bull, an adult male, a cow, an adult female, and a calf, a baby or immature whale. Female whales carry their young inside their bodies for up to 18 months before giving birth. When born, calves do not have enough blubber or fat to float. Mother whales constantly bring their babies to the surface to help them breathe. After 1 month, calves have enough blubber to float and swim without help. They play and learn to turn, roll, and dive. If a calf is too playful, the mother hugs it against her belly with her flippers until it calms down. Whales swim by thrusting their powerful tail fins up and down. These fins are called flukes. Their flippers are used only for balance and turning. Many whales also have a dorsal fin on their back. It helps them swim without rolling over. Most whales swim at a speed of 3 to 5 miles per hour. However, blue and killer whales can go as fast as 25 miles per hour. Adult whales use their size and power to protect their young. Whales have only one enemy other than man. That enemy is a killer whale. Whales do not, as far as we know, fight among themselves, and whales seldom attack boats unless they have been wounded. Whales swim and dive most of the time. To protect their eyes from the salty ocean water, whales produce an oily substance that covers them. Whales depend on their sense of hearing more than on their sense of sight. Whales do not sleep for long periods of time, but take naps for a few minutes at a time at the surface of the water. Even though whales breathe air, they would die on land. If a whale is stranded on land, the great weight of its body presses down on its lungs and the whale suffocates. It needs the water to support the weight of its huge body. Whales have pretty big appetites. Larger whales may eat nearly a ton of food daily. When whales dive for food, the air in their lungs becomes hot and moist from body heat. At the surface, they blow their air out through one or two holes in the top of their head. The hot breath strikes the cold air outside and forms a spout of fog. Those fog spouts, or blows, can spray as high as 15 feet in the air. They can be seen for great distances. Most people wish only to observe the gentle, friendly whale. Others, however, are commercial hunters who kill whales for their meat, hide, and body oil. Some whales were once hunted nearly to extinction. Fortunately, the majority of people and their governments today wish to save and protect whales throughout the world. Someday, whales may cruise the sunny waves without harm from humans at all. That will be good news for whales and whale lovers like you and me. The whales date back about 60 million years. They were members of a family of furry mammals that had 4 legs and a tail. Some of these early mammals lived along the shores of a swamp and estuaries where fresh water flowed into the sea. They probably walked along the beaches searching for food. Eventually, some began wading in the water in search for food. They would hold their breath to duck their heads under the water to gather food. As they waded deeper, they found more food. Soon some began to dive and swim in the shallows. The longer they stayed at sea, the better. The sea provided a plentiful supply of food. Over a long period of time, they found that their needs could be met in the sea. They had no reason to return to land. These mammals evolved over millions of years into sea animals. They adapted to a new environment. Once at sea, they gradually took the shape of fish. Today, whales are so well adapted to life underwater that it's easy to forget that they were once mammals of the land. Remember, this change from land life to sea life took place many millions of years ago. Not all of these early mammals became sea mammals. Many survived well with the food available on land. In time, they evolved into modern animals like the antelope, buffalo, caribou, cow, pig, moose, and muskox. Probably the land mammal that is mostly closely related to the whale is the hippopotamus. It is surprising to think of the whale and the hippopotamus as being related, but they are. Some whales have teeth. They're called toothed whales. Some whales do not have teeth. They're called baleen whales. Toothed whales eat fish and squid. Although they can hold their prey in their peg-like teeth, they swallow their food whole without chewing it. Some of them could easily swallow a person. Beluga whales, killer whale, narwhal whales, and sperm whales are examples of toothed whales. Baleen whales are toothless. They eat plankton, which is a mix of small sea animals and plants. They take in mouthful of plankton-filled water. Then the whale's tongue squeezes out the water, leaving only the nutritious plankton in its mouth. Blue whale, bowhead whale, fin whale, gray whale, humpback whale, right whale, and sei whale are examples of baleen whales. Here is a list that will help you identify whales you might see swimming in the oceans of the world. Beluga whale, maximum length 16 feet, weight 1.5 tons, 2,500 pounds. The beluga whale is white. It is often called the sea canary because of its loud bird-like chirping and whistling sounds. It has a very small head and no dorsal fin. The beluga whale has 34 teeth and one blowhole. It is found in the Arctic. Blue whale, maximum length 110 feet, weight 150 tons, 300,000 pounds. The blue whale is the largest whale, but it has a very small dorsal fin. It has two blowholes. The blue whale is a bluish in color, except for yellow on its underside caused by a coating of tiny water plants. It is found in all oceans. Bowhead whale, maximum length 55 feet, weight 45 tons, 90,000 pounds. The bowhead whale looks very much like a right whale, but it does not have a covering on its snout. It also does not have a dorsal fin, but it has two blowholes. The bowhead whale is black with a white chin and is found in the Arctic. Fin whale, maximum length 82 feet, weight 100 tons, 200,000 pounds. The fin whale has a fin on its back and a slender body. It has a gray-black back, a white underside, and a white patch on the front of its right jaw. Its left jaw is dark. The fin whale has two blowholes. It is found in all oceans. Humpback whale, maximum length 50 feet, weight 45 tons, 90,000 pounds. The humpback whale gets its name from a hump roll of fat on its back. The humpback whale has many small marine animals like barnacles and crustaceans on its body. It has a small dorsal fin and two blowholes. Its large flippers can be 12 to 13 feet long. The humpback whale is dark in color with white flippers. It is found in all oceans. Killer whale, maximum length 30 feet, weight 10 tons, 20,000 pounds. The killer whale has a glossy black back and a white underside. It has a very tall dorsal fin and one blowhole. It has 40 to 48 teeth and has a ferocious reputation. The killer whale has also been called the orca whale. It is found in all oceans, but especially in cold regions. Gray whale, maximum length 60 feet, weight 40 tons, 80,000 pounds. The gray whale has a low ridge on its back in place of a fin. It has two blowholes. It is dark gray or black with many white spots and barnacles on its head. The great whale is found in the North Pacific. Narwhal whale, maximum length 18 feet, weight 2 tons, 4,000 pounds. The male narwhal whale has 3 teeth plus a spiral ivory tusk about 8 feet long jutting from the left side of his head. The female has no tusk. The narwhal has one blowhole but no dorsal fin. The narwhal is gray-white with dark gray or black spots on its skin and is found in the Arctic. Right whale, maximum length 60 feet, weight 50 tons, 100,000 pounds. The right whale has a rough covering on its snout and a very large head. It has two blowholes but no dorsal fin. It has short, broad flippers and swims slowly. The right whale is black with some white on its chin and belly. It is found in all oceans. Sei whale, maximum length 55 feet, weight 40 tons, 80,000 pounds. The sei whale looks very similar to a fin whale, but it has no white patch on its jaw. Like the fin whale, It also has a fin on its back and two blowholes. The sei whale has a dark back and a light underside. It is found in all oceans. Sperm whale. Maximum length 65 feet. Weight 60 tons, 120,000 pounds. The sperm whale has one blowhole and a hump on its back but no dorsal fin. It has 35 to 65 teeth. Its enormous head makes up a third of the body length. The head contains a large amount of spermaceti, a waxy material used in some cosmetics. The sperm whale is dark gray and is found in all oceans.